Hi, 7th and 8th grade, me again. So by now you could possibly have had your project already done. I just wanted to make this in case you kind of took small steps of your project, kind of how I space them out in the video. So this will be the last video, and I'm gonna, even though I take like a really long time to do, I'm gonna kind of fast forward through it, and it's two separate videos, and I will probably fast forward through most of it, but I will talk about some little things that I do. So here in mine, if you can see it, I know there's like a lot of stuff kind of blocking it. It looks like I have kind of like a solid base down on mine, and like even this area over here kind of looks like it's finished. To me though, I mean, yes, I could leave it like that. There are some white spots that I need to add, spots I need to add in, but I feel like art, like it, it may look done, but it's not. You can always go back and add more. So that's kind of what I want you guys to focus on, is really adding those layers and building it and building it. And so I'm just fast forwarding through, but you can see I'm kind of filling in all these different little dashes, marks, textures, um, trying to make my colors be a little bit more bold. I did in certain areas, I had initially put down a really light layer of yellow paint, and I went back and did like a little bit of a darker shade of that yellow and added some detail on my butterfly, my moth wings, just to make it a little bit more interesting. Okay, so really work. I'm just gonna fast forward this, and so you can kind of see how this has been like. If I were to probably put all these videos together, it was probably like a 2 hour process. So what I'm really basically trying to tell you guys is take your time and keep working at it. Okay, so like even here, that looks pretty much finished to anyone. Okay, but I actually have another fifth step, and you can see, think about how it looks here, and if I were to skip all the way at the end, um, there's a huge difference between here and where I was at the beginning of the video. Um, because I kept adding little details that I see. I examined one specific little area and really focused in and tried to really make it like above and beyond. Okay, so that's really what I'm trying to express with this project. And this whole time we should have been really working on using different kind of like brush stroke techniques, working in small areas depending on how big or small you drew yours, but just really trying to control the paint and get nice clean edges and details. So you can see I'm really gonna fast forward it here because at this point you guys are probably sick of me hearing me talk about this project. But uh yeah, so by the end, like I said, when I was doing this, I was kind of frustrated with how it was coming out. I felt like it didn't really look like mine. Like it just, I was really frustrated with it, but now that it's pretty much at the finishing and I have all these little details added, I am a lot happier, and I really pushed some of the darker areas and really made it contrast each other. And you can see in certain areas, like this red little line part within here on both sides, there isn't really that in there, but just to give it a little bit more, um, what am I trying to say? Like, just to make it look a little bit more interesting, maybe a little bit more realistic, I added those little details in there. Okay. And not everything is like clear, specific lines. It is a little bit kind of blended and blurred together, which is totally fine. That's kind of how watercolor works. Okay. Um, so yeah, at this point, our project is, this is like our last step. So you should be definitely sending me a picture. Let me know if you need more time or if you didn't need more time. Obviously, you would have posted it earlier, but yeah. So I will chat with you guys next week. We're going to introduce a new project. So I will chat with you then. All right, bye.